Okay, I'm getting ready to weather the helmet. This is what I use. Black acrylic paint, a water-based acrylic. Thin it out real good so it's like real super watery. So like when you put a little bit on a white piece of paper, it's almost like transparent. That's what's in that bottle there. That's the thinned out paint. Take a paper towel, fold it into like a quarter so it's small. Then I basically just saturate the paper towel with the black paint. Saturate it real good. And then just start wiping it over the helmet. Pushing it down into the little cracks and crevices. I'm actually going to let that dry. And then I will show you the next step, which is going to be taking pretty much all of this back off. So anyway, so I'm going to stop this for a second, and when I get to the next part I'll turn it back on. Okay, there's the Neyo helmet with the black wash all over it. Now what I do, take another paper towel, some 70% alcohol. It's important that you only use the 70 and not the 90. 90 will actually eat spray paint off your helmet. 70 won't. Basically, saturate your paper towel with your alcohol. Let it soak in for a second. I kind of fold it and squish it into a little ball. Wring out the excess. And then basically what you want to do at this point is just rub the helmet. And it takes what the alcohol does is it takes the black paint off, but alcohol flashes off so quick, unlike water, that it actually allows you to move paint. So if I want it to be darker down here, I can actually move the paint from up here down to here and kind of just keep going like that and pushing it to where I want it. And so I'm basically just going to do that over the whole helmet. You know, like a earpiece, you know, you want to hit the high spot, clean that off, and then take your paper towel and kind of just go in the middle like that, which leaves a little black tiny little tinge around the seam line, which if this was a real helmet, that is probably where the crud would collect. Basically just do that over the whole helmet until you get the desired grunginess that you want. You can always add more black paint if you need to. I do this over the clear coat because it's reversible. If you decide that you made it too dirty and you don't like the way it looks, you can actually just take your paper towel and alcohol and wipe all the black stuff off and start over again. But if you do it before you clear coat it, and then you clear coat it, and you're basically sealing the the weathering in, and you'll never be able to fix it. So if you don't like it, you're kind of stuck at that point. But anyway, so I'm going to continue to do this, and then I'll do a little bit of videotaping after I get all the weathering done, so you can kind of see the inside of the cheek. Usually what I do real quick is I'll wipe the flat panel off and all the panels around it, but let the black paint stay in the seam so it kind of pops the lines of the helmets out a little bit better. So I'll finish this and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, there's the weathered helmet. You can see I, kind of left a little bit of crud here and there, darker in some places than others, kind of inside of the cheeks. And you can obviously do this with any other color. So, if you have a different helmet that you want to use some like natural colors like browns and greens and stuff like that, you can get the same effect by doing the same thing I just did, but just thinning out a different color instead of black. And like I said, you know, do this after the clear coat, because, you know, for some reason, if you decide when you get it all weathered that you don't like it, and you did too much or whatever, you can wipe it off. But if you do it and then clear coat over it, then there's nothing you can do about it. So there it is, the final helmet. It's all set and ready to go off to Tim's house.